Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 2. This lady who's wandering around our office is Tamara Krast, who is our principal rival who was on the board of directors and tried to steal our company from us. Where are you, Jubei? What? I don't know who you were just fighting. Henches, back to the table, please. So in the last episode, we got nearly all the way through Max's story. There's a little bit more to do, which includes that, apparently. And we need to find some data from Krast, because while she was in our company, she was apparently finding... Or she was working on different projects. I guess what we're doing is we're going to take that research data. We've managed to get through a lot of our heat problems. However, we still have a bit of a heat issue to go. Our heat, I should say, is relatively under control. However, our money is slowly bleeding out. Very, very slowly. I cannot stress how slowly I mean when I say slowly. But I think what that means is I should be running one money mission per geopolitical region, which means here, one money mission here for Saber, and then the other 4 can be dedicated to Heat Kill. And I think that should be enough of a balance that I'm not going to wind up overheating the forces of justice, but I will still be making a profit. So that should keep us at 100% vault capacity, or at least reasonable proximity. Yeah, and otherwise, that's the balance we just need to run in order to make sure that we don't have too many enemy investigators showing up at our doorstep. So here, Foxworth is just going to have to stay there, but we can head back here and then go back to the world stage. Okay, she's moved, but Blue Saint took her place. That's fine. He will eventually move too. That's how you just manipulate the AI. You don't even have to do anything fancy. All you have to do is exit you exit the world stage and then come back in and everyone's moved. So they can't move when you're watching them, but they move very quickly when you aren't watching them. So that's how you can manipulate the board to get the super agents out of your way. Just have to have a little patience and click a couple times. Alright, and there's Saber, or rather Smash, so they are great quality. We know we can handle the goods very easily, so hopefully we can handle the greats as well. Don't know if we can, it'll... Guess this will tell us. Oh, no. No, we started a fight against the greats. Well, that's fine. So it goes. Hopefully we don't have too many soldiers show up. We've got all of Krast's data, so now her bodyguards are on their way. This is the first set of 5 out of 15. It looks like they're soldier-ish. They just don't have as much vitality as actual soldiers. So things are about to pop off. Yeah, but they're ignoring my guards who are running by. So because I have a bunch of people moving around due to missions on the world stage, I'm going to just let them come a little closer rather than forcing the issue right now. And then once they're a little closer to the base's front door, we can light them up. Oh, it looks like it's popping off. They're attacking one of my socialites? Why? Okay, well, whatever. Let's get the henches over here, and then those people will go away very quickly. Okay, we took care of the bodyguards. The basic minions just dealt with them. I didn't even have to do anything. Some great quality agents have arrived. And now apparently we have to execute Krast. Krast looks so shiny from the knees down. It would be kindler all around to finish the job than spend one of her fingers on shipping her data drives to the island? Okay. Where are you? Okay, there you are. So, I was told that there is a special thing that happens with the executions after... Yeah, okay. The rival, the past Krast is gone, reduced to a chunk of change. Her projects are all closed down, bar one, involving the forces of justice. It probably wasn't interesting. New uniforms, perhaps. The important thing is Midas nears completion. Okay.
Today has been a good day.
Sure has, Max.
A very good day. Krast is dead. The forces of justice are in chaos. What could be better?
You had to go and spoil it, didn't you? What could be better? Quite a few things, frankly. Even with atomic particles, Midas uses so much power we'll need the energy reserves of half the world.
Have you thought of running it on batteries?
Of course I'd considered batteries. They're too small.
We'll find something in Krast's data drives. Her password is over 10 characters with numbers and symbols.
Good. While you learn to hack, I'll focus my attention on bigger things. It's time to expand my organization.
And a moment of preparation, and with the side stories, we've got Clara, we've got Jackie, we've got everybody. Okay, so it is time to start knocking things out. Let's do outside the box first, because loot is my priority, so let's do this one. A strange calm has fallen over Hammer territory, and you don't like it one bit. Investigate the cause of this unnatural peace.
Side story begun.
With no cutscene. Things are progressing nicely. Time to get back to your evil plans. Okay, so we definitely don't want to hit collect reward there, because that'll be a problem. So, now it's all about... hold on. I want to move... Oh, God. Just stick her in the corner. You know what? No, let's just fucking sell her. Who cares? Just get her out of here. Alright, anyway. So, yeah, we're on the final loot chapter. Must be chapter 14. 5 pieces of loot to go. Let's investigate that dig site on the world stage and knock one of them out. I cannot tell you how many times already I have nearly clicked collect reward. This is part of the reason I save before every single episode I shoot, because the last thing I want to do is screw up this run right at the end because I just quick clicked the big shiny green button. So I'm trying to concentrate really hard on not doing that. While I'm waiting for this research to be done, since things keep popping off over here, I'm gonna build another armory here just to put a second table down. Is it gonna make that much of a difference? Probably not, but why not? This way we have more guards nearby if anyone manages to get that far into the base.
So, Pandora's box is real. A vessel for all the horror and evil of the ancient world, unearthed at last.
Boss, it's worse than we thought.
How so? That doesn't sound bad at all. We like evil and horror around here.
If it stays open for long enough, something could come out of it that's more evil than you.
Such as...
You're right. This cannot stand. My evil must be unquestioned. I have no choice but to claim the box myself.
Something more evil than Max, I think, is microtransactions. I almost forgot how Midas and the other super weapons evolve over the course of the campaign. I always like that feature. So here's the second floor Midas. I need to shoot it at Central Hammer. It doesn't seem like I need to do the level 2, but screw it, let's do it anyway. So we're firing this to Central Hammer. And we'll watch the animation here. That's cool. It's like it's reflecting all of the sunlight directly into the molten pool. I guess because that'll heat it up faster. So I'll slow down the time at about 5 seconds. And we'll see the animation here. Oh, that is flippin' cool. That's still pretty terrifying. Your Doomsday device has cleared the area around Pandora's box. Send in a team to recover it. Olga is there, so I want to avoid her if I possibly can. Wow, all these pieces of gold furniture come with easy instructions to put them together. That's handy. Let's melt it all down. Max, are you robbing an IKEA? Is that what's happening right now? Alright, so instead of just jumping over to it, we're going to try to manipulate Olga to get out of the way first, because I don't want to deal with her. Alright, so...
Yes.
If I cared more about the manipulation and stuff, I would try to grab a stopwatch and figure out exactly how long it takes for them to move, but it only seems like 30 to 60 seconds. So I'm just going to kind of hang out here. I might even be able to force the issue here. Let's cancel this heat kill, and then we'll do this mission to get some fuel back. And I wonder if that will move her. Let's see, how much heat is the... Oh, I need to upgrade this anyway. Oh, gosh. Alright, well, never mind. Guess we have to do a little bit of work down here in the basement first. Well, she's moved, but I want to keep the heat here in check so I can quickly do these missions. Oh, let's do this one first, actually. Get some cash. $500,000. I mean, that's a pretty significant amount of money, especially since I'm having to spend a bunch on trying to build the new room. I think I have to spend like $250,000 on the expansion here. I could build even more machines, but I think just 4 should be enough. And hopefully Olga doesn't move back. I can run the emergency heat kill after we do this and get the upgrade, and that'll give us enough time and heat tolerance to run the Pandora's Box mission.
A scheme has succeeded.
There we go. The new loot item is secure in our lair. No cutscene. Okay, so with that done, let's get Olga off the map. Pride goeth before the fallout. You two have come to blows many times, but no war can last forever. It's time for your final reckoning with the super soldier known as Atomic Olga.
Of my scientists, you are my foremost radiation expert. Who's still alive? What do you know of theta radiation?
We've never successfully harnessed it. It's rare, incredibly unstable.
And the thing that makes Atomic Olga so atomic, which is why we are going to take it from her.
I see, but how are we going to do that?
It's a good thing I have a foremost radiation expert who's still alive to figure that out.
Okay. And the first step of that is to do that. So I know, even though earlier in this very episode I mentioned that the goal is loot, but getting Olga off the map is going to allow us to move around a lot easier, just in general. So I want to just get her out of there and make her a non-factor, and then we can worry about everything else. So what is this?
An intruder has
Don't open it no matter what, even if it promises you ice cream, especially if it promises you ice cream. I don't even know what Pandora's box does. I mean, in the game, I don't remember what it does. So we'll just stick it at the end of the hallway here. It's fine.
We've got a new prisoner.
I would say we aren't very many episodes away from finishing this. Maybe 1 or 2 more, depending on how many missions I wind up activating. I still also want to recruit all the male henches, but to be perfectly honest, at this point, there's not really a reason to recruit the henches. We may as well just push for the victory at this point. Well, other than the loot. The loot is important. Either way, I'm going to go to a mid-roll here, and on the other side, we will have that research project completed, and Olga will be good and pissed. Oh yeah, I forgot how this goes down. When you eliminate the super agents, you have to use specific traps that are just kind of boring. So I'm going to do this. We'll just have this little area here for the specific trap I need for each super agent. And then eventually we'll just, you know, get rid of this entirely. We'll only go one trap at a time. I remain disappointed with the way Evil Genius 2 handled taking out a super agent for good, that there wasn't any special animation or anything. It was just a specific trap. One addition to my trap setup that has made a ton of difference is adding this fan here. So if anyone even gets through this door, they will almost certainly be pushed back out. Combined with our better agents and their worse agent, their great quality agent here with a resolve of 2, we've been able to keep them absolutely in check. I think I've had 1 or 2 slip through, and that's it. Yeah, he just got caught before he was able to get to the door. I think that's gonna... Yep, his resolve hit 0, and now he's on his way out. So we've even got the greats, the great qualities, perfectly in check. We just needed enough social minions and the right trap setup to handle it. Hey, and here is... we're about to fire MIDAS at Northern Hammer. Level 1 will be good enough. No reason to use a ton of fuel. So, Olga, you are just about ready to be wiped off this map. Hi, Olga. How you doing? You want to come a little closer to the front of the base before everything pops off? Because that'd be really handy. You and your stupid 5 excellent quality soldiers. Come on, little closer. Get a little... Yep, you're almost there. Okay, time to go. Alright, so which one is Olga? Oh, there she is. You. Come on, you. Everyone needs to get over here. Apply that. Yup. Where is Pyro? Wait, where are you jerks? Guys, could you all come over here, please? Alright. Only Eli decided that he actually wanted to play. But, wow, that we actually got away with that without as many bodies as I thought we'd wind up leaving behind. Alright, well done, team.
High alert. Cancelled.
Yeah, that collection of candy bars just looks like an actual Christmas and not like the concept of Halloween threw up on my floor. Well, Olga, it's been real fucking annoying. But finally, this opponent to my plans has been removed. One less obstacle for you to deal with. I have Max in the vicinity. I don't need to have him in the vicinity, but it just seems appropriate that he's there when the super agents die. Another disappointment I have compared to the first game. But anyway, she's done. Let's turn that in. Never mind. Apparently I don't have to do anything. Did I not even collect it? Oh, there we go.
Do you remember what you said to me in our first conversation, Atomic Olga?
You said that we did not need to be enemies. And I disagreed with you.
How'd that work out?
And how did that work out for you? Your hometown destroyed, your powers gone, your war lost.
These words will not break me. When a soldier goes to war, she always knows there is a chance she will lose.
I would say it's been a pleasure, Olga, but the one last thing you and I both know is the truth. Das Vidanya.
Indeed, Das Vidanya. Final. Wait, one of us? Oh. I don't care. I don't care enough to recruit her. Alright, let's then now take out Bola. It's time for you to deal with wrecking Bola once and for all. Devise a cunning plan to take her down, then lure her to your island so you can spring your trap.
You know what I can't stand about you, big brain?
My impeccable sense of style?
I bet if I stay quiet, you'll come right out and tell me.
You think I don't want the world to change too? You think I like things the way they are? I crawled inside the big machine of the world so I could fix it. And what I don't fix, I break. Permanently. You want to topple things, you need to be inside. Outsiders like you, you're all just thugs, so down you go.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you don't have a very good grasp of reality, Bola. But that's fine. We will just remove you from the reality that you refuse to acknowledge.
I'll chew through your goons and be back home in time for breakfast.
Once again, I didn't even realize she was here. I didn't bother flagging her or anything. Good to know that you can't accidentally kill the agent at that point. The super agent. The henches were still at their table. She's so useless all the way to the end. Bola's weakness is dogs. And so we are going to use the Puppy of Death on her. Hopefully Max is not standing so close he gets blown up. That one guard is, though. That one guard's about to have a problem. Aw, it's so cute. Who's a cutie doggo? So lame. A lame finish for a lame super agent.
A woman sees a broken machine. She crawls into it to fix it, and along the way she becomes another cog. When you're gone, which will be very shortly, that's the story of wrecking Bola people will remember.
Spare me your gloating. I know I'm done. Just tell me this, big brain. What did you do with the dogs?
I will step over 1,000 bodies to get what I want, but I have my limits. The dogs are fine, but momentarily no one will ever be able to say the same of you. Goodbye, wrecking Bola.
Aha! 2 down. How about Steele? I mean, wait. Nope, loot first. What's mine is mine. King Solomon's rich mineshaft is one of the last great unsolved mysteries of the world. But while you could let a mystery go, you could never leave treasure untouched. Go find it.
If I asked the wise King Solomon what to do about all your past failures, he'd tell me to cut you in half.
No, boss. I swear, it was an honest mistake. You know how I get with time zones.
Fortunately for you, I'm even wiser. You're going to make it up to me. Do you know how?
Name it. Anything you want, boss. Just say it, and I'll do it.
Solomon also had a mine with wealth beyond measure, whose location has been lost to history. Find it.
All right. We're going to go find King Solomon's mines, and I'm going to sell this piece of crap trap.
A trap has been triggered.
So, I don't know if you noticed that. I was sort of zoomed out. My trap setup here has actually worked even better than I anticipated, because if the enemy agent is close enough to trigger the trap, that also means they were close enough to trigger getting hit with the suit radius. So not only are they pushed back into the casino, but their resolve has taken that big hit and is just constantly draining. I think in my next run, although I don't already have a plan or anything, plus it's probably going to be at least 4 to 5 months before I do this game again. If I remember that setup, that's extremely good. So I think we're going to have to kill Deep Six again next time, because the setup of having the fan right here and pushing them back out after they get hit with that debuff has just been huge. It is really keeping all of the enemies in check. Anyway, let's get that Solomon's Mine with no cutscene. So what does that do again? I don't even remember. It holds 20,000 gold. Okay. I'm so out of space, man. Shit. Like, no matter where I put it, I'm not going to be happy with it from an aesthetic standpoint. Let's put it here. Let's use the Inner Sanctum, even though I don't need to. Just because it has the gold theme. And then we'll put the loot there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that looks good. Why not? Okay, so the next loot... Let me clear that objective. So we only have 3 to go. One is to take out X. I forget the other 2. Let's take X out, but first I want to take out Foxworth, because she's only 1 mission away, I think, from being eliminated. So let's just get her out, and then we can work on X. Ms. Foxworth and the Steele program have troubled you for long enough. It's time you laid out your plans to end the Steele name once and for all and set them into bloody motion.
If you are contacting me to surrender, know that there will be no terms. I'm going to take everything from you.
I understand why you feel the advantage is yours. You face down the best and come out on top after all. But each of my agents is as good as them, and you'll be facing them all. This will be your final stand.
Sending every John and Jane Steele at me. An interesting tactic for you of all people to employ, Miss Foxworth. Your world ended the day John Steele died. What do you think will happen to your world when 30 of him do?
It really is a bizarre tactic. I think narratively it sort of makes sense, because we've pissed off Foxworth so much that she's decided to throw away any hope of finesse or precision, and has instead decided to just throw everything at the wall and hope for the best. But of course, the downside, as Max says, is that once they're all dead, what's she going to do? She's going to have to start completely over from scratch. And we're so far along with our plans that she doesn't have enough time to do it. She's giving up, which I think is a fascinating narrative device, and I sort of wish they had examined it more. Examine's the wrong word. Explored it more. I think that's one of the more disappointing things I feel about Evil Genius 2, that a lot of the narrative is sort of gone. Like, there just isn't much of a narrative, which they could have done more with. Like, that's the thing. Evil Genius 1 didn't have that much of a narrative either. But with Evil Genius 2, the better production values, the voice acting and everything, there were a lot of interesting premises that were never realized. Like Agent X, how he got really interesting in his last mission when he basically admits that he doesn't even want to be this Agent X. He doesn't want to be this weird super agent / superhero person, but he was sort of forced into it by his country, so he's gonna go ahead and run with it for all it's worth. That is a very interesting premise, and yet they did nothing with it beyond just that dialogue. So we only have a couple minutes left. I'm going to try to finish off the parasites in this episode. So the first thing we need to do is get that research done. Finally, some of the investigators were able to counter my trap. One of them shut down my fan, so she wasn't blown out of the zone. The suit still hit her with the debuff, but it wasn't enough to really make a difference. That's unfortunate, and we might get some soldiers down our throats soon. But for the most part, things have been going pretty well. I'm wondering if what I should have done or even could do... I mean, why not? Why not experiment with it, right? Let's open this area up and have an additional bit of casino over here. I don't... Oh, the unmanned slot machines will be perfect for this. I don't know why I forgot about the slot machines. I love them a lot for this reason. So, if we have a ton of slot machines here, maybe we can catch them before they even get into the main part of the casino anyway. Well, unfortunately, with that addition to the video, I'm out of time. So I will stop it here, unfortunately. The parasites are going to have to survive one more day, but we'll take them out next time. They are not a threat. I'm going to have to keep my eyes on the casino, see if just doing this is enough, because this is giving me ideas for the 5th run. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again soon for
Scientists have made a breakthrough.
Thank you for another episode